Okay, I always have to hunch down here. So, as promised, I am going to start our video for the sweets for the holidays. And so, we are first thing, we're going to do mock Oreo cookies. So I'm going to get up and we're going to start this project. I'm in this bright kitchen today, so bear with me. So, let me get up here, get this over here. So what we're going to do to make these um, is we are going to one package Devil's Food cake mix. We're going to put that in our bowl here. And I did it again. Never prepared as I think I'm going to be. We have to get our Tupperware spatula. I am using one of the That's bowls with the Tupperware spatula. Of course, you know the drill. We've got 3 eggs. Yep. We are going to add 3 eggs to our mix. There's 1. There is 2. And there is 3. And then I have melted a stick of butter here. This is 1 stick of butter is equal to 1/2 cup. And I've melted some butter, or you can use oil of your choice. I prefer butter. I'm going to add that to our mix using my little Tupperware saute pan here. And we are going to mix that up. Really, really, really good. And I have already preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And so you're basically using the same ingredients that would probably be on the back of your cake mix, with the exception a lot of these cake mixes have you add water also, and we are not going to be adding water, just the oil and the egg. And this is what is going to make our cookie part. Get that all worked in really, really well. Okay, see, it's real sticky gooey. Alrighty, and I have my cookie sheet here. Yeah, they don't have these anymore. They should bring these back, but this is actually a Tupperware cookie sheet, believe it or not. And I am going to, let's see. Should I use a spoon? Or no, I'll just use my spatula. And you are going to drop them onto your cookie sheet. So you're just dropping them in about, see, it's about like that. Because we don't want them too big. And I'm going to fill this up. And I'm going to be baking these probably for between 10-15 minutes. When I get back, I will let you know about that for sure. You know, all ovens are different. So when these get done, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So 12 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees was a good time for me with my oven. So you're going to want to let these cool completely, because what we're going to do next, we're going to get some cream cheese frosting. You can make your own. We're cheating today. We're making it simple. simple cream cheese frosting. And I am going to take one of these, and I've got the bottom side up, and take a little bit of cream cheese frosting here and put it in the middle, just like that. You know, you don't have to get crazy with it, but have enough on there because these are pretty good size. And you put them together, and there is your mock Oreo cookie. You can store these in the freezer in your Tupperware freezer mates. And another great idea is take these, put a scoop of ice cream in between the two of them, do the same thing, store them in the freezer, and you have your own ice cream sandwiches. So I'm going to finish these up, and then we will come back with the next project. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to make just some quick, easy chocolate candy. And what you're going to do is take a package or 2 cups milk chocolate chips. I have melted these along with 3 tablespoons of milk. I add that in there to make it nice and creamy. Or you can melt your chocolate in the microwave. I would do it at 30-second intervals. Keep an eye on it. But with this, I'm going to just add a sprinkle of sea salt to this. And then I'm going to take it. I've got my Tupperware small silicone baking mat. You kind of got to be quick about this because your chocolate is going to want to set up. So with this is a real easy way of making some chocolate with sea salt. I'm going to spread this out here on the mat while it's still hot. Let me put this down. And notice I have my mat on a cookie sheet. That's just to give it some stability. I'm spreading this out nice and even. This is just almost the perfect size. And when I said a sprinkle of sea salt, I'd say it was probably somewhere between a quarter and an eighth, perhaps, teaspoon. And so there's that. I'm going to let this sit up. And once this sits up, we are going to break this apart for nice little bite-sized grabs. And I've got one more thing. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I've got my another Tupperware silicone pan. Got it in the top of my lasagna cover of my Ultra Pro just to give it some stability. But this is in little candy shapes, and I've got another pan of melted chocolate. Again, if you do it on the stovetop, I add 3 tablespoons of milk to it. Keep it on low and stir it. Make sure everything is nice and smooth and creamy. And again, we're going to add just a little bit of sea salt. And right here, I have taken some almonds, 2 cups of these almonds. I did way more than I should have, but I put them in my supersonic chopper and got them chopped up. And I am going to add, see, I've got them chopped up super fine. I like chopped nuts better. That way, if anybody's had almonds, we don't need anybody having to spit them out or break a tooth. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup these finely chopped almonds to this. Mix this up. And again, you want to be a little quick about it. So, and then what I'm going to do, make a mess. I'm going to drop those into my little candy molds. And I'm going to let this firm up and we'll come back and see what we've got. So that's another option. So just besides sea salt, we're adding almonds this time along with the sea salt. Okay, well, we are back. So what you're going to want to do is let those chocolates sit up. If it's in the refrigerator, it's going to take a few hours. I put my silicone in the freezer. It takes about an hour, but you want to make sure it's really firm. We've got our little shapes here. I put some in the bottom of some muffin pans, and then like my silicone pan. That's why I use the silicone, because see how easy that pops out and it's nice and flat on the bottom. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to take it and break it. This was our regular one with sea salt. And just break it into little bits to just have little snack bits of chocolate. So that's what we're going to do with that. We're done with that. So that makes 3. We're on to the next one. All right, next victim. Let's see. We are going to make homemade peanut butter cups. So what we're going to do is I've got some little mini cups there in one of my silicone pans just to kind of hold everything in place. But here I am going to take half a cup peanut butter. I'm using the natural peanut butter. So anyone familiar with that, you know, it's got lots of oil. You have to stir it up. If you use a different type of peanut butter, and when you do this and it's too dry, you can always add like a couple of tablespoons, up to 3 tablespoons of melted butter, just to give you an oil consistency. And we're going to take 3 tablespoons, or equal to 1/4 cup powdered sugar. I'm going to put that in our little teeny tiny little mini bowl. And we are going to stir this up really good. And that powdered sugar, you're going to have to just work it and work it and work it and work it into that peanut butter. At first you're thinking, oh, this is going to be too dry, but keep working it because it will surprise you. The peanut butter will start absorbing up all of that powdered sugar. See what I mean? It's slowly getting down there. And then once I get this mixed up, I'm going to go back over here and I am going to melt me again 2 cups, this time of melted milk chocolate. Once again, we're still in the milk chocolate phase. You can do dark chocolate if you like, but if you want to get closer to the actual flavor of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, use the milk chocolate. Okay. So that's worked in really, just press it down. Just press it down, press it down. So that's worked up. And I am going to go over here and get my chocolate. I'll be right back. Okay, again, you're going to want to quickly do this because chocolate don't stay melted up forever. And this I'm going to, oh gosh, I'm going to drop that into my little cup. Get this out of the way. I'm just going to take just a tiny bit peanut butter, just a little ball like that. Put that in there and put a tiny bit more of chocolate on top. Where, see, oh, I'm picking this up. Well, it's still, but see, you'll have these little mini Reese's peanut butter cups. Again, let them set up. I'm going to let these set up. I'm going to fill my little tray with all my little cups. And that's a real simple way of making some Reese's peanut butter cups, and we'll be back. Okay, we are back. So while our Reese's peanut butter cup little mock ones are setting up, I've got them in the freezer. We're going to start in with some peppermint patties. And you'll need powdered sugar and peppermint extract and butter and some corn syrup and, of course, some dark chocolate. But what we're going to do right now is I've got 3 cups powdered sugar. There's 2. Boom. There's 3. And I am going to add in 2 teaspoons of peppermint extract. That stuff is potent, potent, potent. Potent, potent. It will open up your sinuses. And I have got a 1/4 cup of melted butter. It's a half a stick. Melted butter, 1/4 cup. I'm going to pour that in there. And then we have got a 1/3 cup of our corn syrup. You can use a light corn syrup. That's what I'm using here. This sticky, ooey gooey. And my phone's ringing. Can't imagine who that would be. Who would call me in the middle of, well, of course, it's my mother. We'll listen to my machine. We're going to mix this up. She's going to talk on this answering machine. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's down in Florida, and they are fixing to get some rain. So anyway, I got that corn syrup in there. Sorry about that. And we are going to mix all of this up really, really good and keep working it. Like I said, that powdered sugar, it'll seem like everything is really, really dry in the beginning. But the more you work it, just keep turning it, pressing it down. And because it is all going to stick together. Press it down, press it down, press it down. If you get really tired of it, this is what I do. I'll take my hands and just almost like working it like a pastry. And just knead it, just turn it. Just almost like you're making a pie crust. Get that all worked up. And see how it's turning into a nice thick, almost like a dough. And that is your main part of your peppermint patty. Work it up. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I've got, again, my Tupperware silicone bake sheet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, roll them in a ball, press it down, nice little circle, see that? And put them on my sheet. I'm going to continue to do that, and then I'm going to put these in the freezer for just about 5-10 minutes, just enough for them to get firm, because the reason you want to do that is we want them nice and cold because we're going to be dipping them into chocolate. So now that my hands are dirty and I have the answering machines beeping, okay, I'm going to finish this, let them set up, and we will be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you real quick. I've let these little peanut butter cups set up. Oh, they've been setting up for as long as it took us to do the first part of those peppermint patties. But see, they're getting nice and firm. And those just turned out really great. So, waiting on the peppermint patties. So, just hang tight. Okay, I'm back. I'm really going to try to wrap this up real quick. So I've had these in the freezer. They're nice, firm, and cold. I've got my melted chocolate, dark chocolate in here. Got neighbors shooting outside. I don't know what's going on out here. But you're just going to take this, swirl it around. Take this, swirl it around. Get that on there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that with all of them. And get the chocolate off my hands. Put them in the freezer for just about another minute, just enough so that chocolate is starting to firm. Then I'm going to pop them back out and do the other side, and I'll be back, I think. Okay, I'm now back. So now that I have chocolate all over my shirt and all over my mouse and everything, we're done. So here, that is the peppermint patties. We've had the sea salt and chocolate. We've got the little Reese's peanut butter cup mock things. We've got the mock Oreo cookies. And then we have the crushed almond sea salt chocolate. And that'll do it. And I'm in a bright kitchen. That's what I'm doing again. So I hope that helps out with this holiday season. And I'm going outside, spend some time with the dogs. And be sure to check out my website that I will have listed in the description below. Any little help with the Tupperware would be greatly appreciated. So, any questions you might have, leave it in the comments and I will get back with you. So, until next time, bye.